Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Chop, Set Apart Disciples, and
Second Chance.
you know, on December 2nd at 10:59 a.m., our city of San Bernardino was attacked at the Inland Regional Center by Islamic terrorists. In this terror attack, sadly, 14 lives were taken. I know it's been a while since this happened, but due to other attacks, domestic and abroad, I felt I needed to do this video. Our hearts go out to the 17 survivors and the family and friends of those who were lost in San Bernardino. Here are the names of the victims: Robert Adam, Isaac Amanios, Benita Beckbadal, Harry Bowman, Sierra Claiborne, Juan Espinoza, Aurora Godoy, Shannon Johnson, Larry Kaufman, Damian Means, Tin Nguyen, Nicholas Dalasinos, Yvette Velasco, and Michael Wetzel. Then we have a couple things from the memorial site here at the IRC, from a few different people that left things anonymously. Some people left multiple, wrote a poem or something, they left a few. So we decided to read some of that stuff, and I'm going to go over some other stuff as well. And Second Chance has something that somebody left anonymously.
This is a poem actually left at the site. I would like to read it to you guys. One day in December, I felt the pain, the sting, and my heart breaks into pieces. Then I heard an angel sing, as we gathered together, so hurt our hearts may bleed. We know that faith and courage starts with a mustard seed. What's happening to our cities? What's happening to my friends? God grant us strength and courage. I ask for God to send a knight in shining armor. Please send us a true hero. Before we came together, we heard the talk of hate. Love is patient, love is kind, love is infinity and great. For when one stands with courage, providence brightly shines, and if you walk with dignity, then victory is thine. The inland empire cities cries today. A nation stops to weep, but now we have each other. We have that strength so deep. We are each other's neighbor, and some from far you've come. They thought they would stop us, but we shall overcome. Now we have 14 angels for whom we long to see. It's up to you and I to live their legacy. For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, and we can see the heavens as we begin and pray. Mine eyes have seen the glory, we've seen the mountain top. For those who think will cower down, we say we'll never stop. With the message for the world, like King and Rosa Parks, going forward until freedom rings like a candle in the dark. De Paris, a California in Soledad.
I forgot the Spanish was in it.
And that's it.
There's another shorter one from some anonymous they left over there at the IRC Memorial. The reason why I wanted to read these is because, not just specifically about the IRC, but because these could be written from anybody in Orlando, or even abroad in Paris, in Bangladesh, or in Istanbul. These things are heartfelt for people that felt the pain and anguish of someone that they knew were attacked, or just because it happened to their city. Things like here in Orlando and in other areas as well. But here's another one that somebody left. It says, with each passing day since our city was attacked, we mourn even more so for those lost. Many of us would never believe our city would have to have such an attack, but we are strong. Those who have left our world will never leave our hearts and our minds. Those who attacked us wanted to cause fear, but yet they caused us a community to unite. As individuals, we are small and weak, but as a community, we are strong. We will overcome. God bless the families, friends who lost their loved ones, and God bless the cities. You know, 4th of July is supposed to be a time of celebration for our freedom. But in this ever-changing world, we're losing more and more of our freedom daily. We're supposed to be the land of the free and home of the brave, yet they're taking away our rights to defend ourselves. So those that are brave enough to defend ourselves for the sake of some law banning people who are not even criminals from carrying guns in a gun-free zone, like the off-duty cop that was in the Colorado theater shooting. If more people carried guns, things might have been different in Orlando or in the Oklahoma City meat factory beheading, or in a stupid military base for crying out loud out there in Texas. I'm sorry, this is not initially what I intended this video to be on. I intended it to be about 4th of July and about celebrating stuff like that, but then I really felt necessary to talk about all this other stuff as well. I wanted, the people here that passed in the IRC in the regional center, you guys are not forgotten. You people that were hurt and injured and wounded and survived, they're still in our hearts and prayers. All the families and friends that was affected by this, all of our prayers seriously go out to people all over the world that are still mourning for these things. Whatever we do, let's not forget those in Fort Hood or at the recruiting center in Chattanooga. Of course, like I said, in Orlando. And those abroad in Paris, Istanbul, Brussels, Bangladesh, and the countless lives that have been lost to car or suicide bombings. Here in this country, it's like we seem like we're losing our freedom more and more. Every time something like this happens, they want to sit there and try to take our gun rights away. The Second Amendment says we are regulated in militia, being necessary to do the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. If somebody in Orlando, if they had more people inside that had legal right to carry some gun, maybe at least not as many people would have been hurt or injured or killed. It's like 50-something people died there. If over here in the regional center, if somebody there had a gun, maybe they would have had a fighting chance. They're trying to strip away our fighting chance. The whole point of 4th of July celebration is to celebrate our freedom, but we're losing that by steps and bounds. All the time, more and more, we're losing a little bit here and a little bit there. And now they're trying to do everything they can to take away our gun rights. The gun rights wasn't just to hunt or for anything else like that. It says right here in the oath that this is a constitutional oath that for in office, if you're trying to become an immigrant citizen, if you're going to join one of the 4 branches of the military, the oath goes, you have to take an oath to support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That will be that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law to. It's talking about foreign and domestic. They're talking about not just the Islamists that are coming here and doing terrorist attacks or something like that, but if somebody breaks into your home or even if the government tries to do something. Our whole right to have arms, to have weapons, is to be able to defend the country as we know it. And so it's not just defending yourself for your own hunting. It's for a bigger and greater scale, a grander scale than that. The 4th of July is supposed to be a time to remember our freedom from when this first became a country. The whole point of this video was to try to tell everybody that we're thinking about you guys. The world has not forgotten. Another terrorist attack happens, and the media might not talk about San Bernardino as much anymore. You go to the memorial site and it looks kind of run down now because people aren't going as much. Even stuff that looked nice, it's weathered, it's getting melted from the sun or from the rain or whatever. But you're still in our hearts and prayers, everybody. In San Bernardino, in Paris, in Orlando, Fort Hood, at the recruiting center, and countless places all over the country. You can look it up. There's lists and lists showing all the Muslim attacks of people in this country. You'll be surprised how many you never hear about. I just wanted to do this video to give everybody, kind of put things in perspective, let you know we still care about you guys that are still hurting from, the losing people or being injured yourself. We love you guys, and we pray that you have a good weekend. Enjoy the celebration, but don't forget what happened and where we are in this country, in the state of the way things are headed. Have a safe weekend. Don't get drunk too much. Don't start any fires, nothing like that. Enjoy your fireworks and have a good time. We really pray that everybody stays safe. We love you guys. God bless.
Again, this is Second Chance, and this is
Chops, Set Apart Disciples.
San Bernardino Strong.